Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I do game reviews and playthroughs. So today we're going to take a look at Gray Zone Warfare. Now this game is still in early access, so everything I'm going to say might change. Plus, I didn't really get a chance to play as long as I wanted to, but we'll talk about that later. I'm also going to give my opinions on things that could help the game out moving forward. So Gray Zone Warfare launched out in early access a couple days ago, and man was it a bad launch. Right now it's sitting at a mixed review on Steam and might change when the game gets more updates. And right now it really needs more updates. And it seems like the devs are working hard to make sure that the game gets to a stable state. Now, I only have 2 hours in the game, and for me that's never enough time to pass judgment on a game. But when a game doesn't run enough for me to even say, hey, I can deal with this, then that's when it's time for a refund. Now, I'm not going to refund the game because what I did get to play was actually enjoyable, and I can see the game being pretty good once they fix some of the issues that's plaguing it. But at the moment, it's kind of janky. Now, let's actually talk about what I encountered while I was playing the game. From when I first loaded into the game, it looked good. Then I took like 2 steps, and holy crap, the amount of lag I faced during those 2 steps were enough to let me know that this game is in a very bad state. Now, earlier I said I spent 2 hours playing the game. Well, 30 minutes of that was just me trying to get my settings right. And no matter what I did, there was still this terrible rubber banding that was happening. So I just chalked it up and went out to try the game and see how it was. And I can truly say what they do have is actually good. Only problem is the performance sucks at the moment and makes the game unplayable unless you're running a beefy rig. And just to let you know my specs, I have a 3080 Ryzen 7 processor and 32 gigs of RAM. I should be running this with no problem. But the only way I was able to get this to even run somewhat decently was when I changed my resolution down from 4K to 1080p and then ran everything on low, set FSR on, and then put quality mode. And then it ran smooth for me. But even then the rubber banding was still there and still made the game unplayable for me. I'm also posting my settings on here just in case it helps someone. Now, let's talk about what I did get to play. Well, to start off, the little bird rides are cool. And when flying over the villages, it's cool to see other players and enemies running around. When you start the game, you load up in the safe zone. From there, you can pick your guns and gear and also pick up missions from the vendors. After all of that, you can infill to a LZ near your objective. After you land, you make your way over to the objective and you'll encounter enemies, other faction members, or enemy faction members, depending on what game mode you picked. The towns are done really well, and moving through them felt great, because enemies went down pretty fast, with the exception of 1 or 2 that I ran into. Those guys were bullet sponges. But after you finish the mission, you extract back out and return to the safe zone. Now, a couple of things this game really needs besides more time, and of course, fixing the performance. They also need to add patrolling enemies to fill in those long empty runs that you have to get to the missions. Another thing they need to fix is the loot. Man, I couldn't tell you how many times I ran into belts, hats, glasses, and an abundance of water and food that didn't help out the variety in the loot. Honestly, if they could fix those few things, then the game would be a good game. But as for now, I think it just needs some more time to get where it's at. So would I recommend this game? Well, yes and no. Yes, when the game gets a couple more updates, then yeah, go for it. But in this current state, it's a nah. Now, I know I didn't cover every single thing, but I only got to cover what I actually got to play. But I'll leave you guys with some gameplay, and you guys take care. Just to let you know, the gameplay is pretty choppy though, but that was the actual game. But you guys take care. See ya. What's up, man? Oh. Helicopter rides are very choppy. Yeah, the helicopter rides are very choppy. It looks like the ground is like... It looks like the ground is like moving like a freaking footboot. Fuck around these settings, though. All right. Let's see. It's just the game itself, I believe. That's just this laggy. Like, not do nothing. Sometimes this thing would just drop. I still can't play with this thing off. This frame rate thing off. When you put it to VSync, it automatically locks it to 60 frames. Somebody on the map. Where is that coming from? Where's that coming from? I don't even know where that's coming from. I don't know where that's coming from. Like, I hear it, but I don't see it. It's definitely over that way. All right, we got something to drink. Let's keep going. Yeah, so far once I locked it down, seemed like it was okay. Yeah, once I locked it down, it seemed like it was okay. Let me see. I wonder if I could turn this up. to higher. Let me see what happened if I turn my graphics up. Might even crash. That dropped me straight down into the 50s, 40s. Yeah, 16 when you turn it up. So you got to keep them down to you got to keep it down to low. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep it down to low. Let me see. What if I lock this down to put this up to 60? That helps out a lot. Actually, that helped out a lot. That actually helped it out a lot. I think this might be a comfortable settings I might be at. Got a guy back there. I seen him just run in. Is he part of the map? He's friendly. Golly, look at all these people they done killed in the street, y'all. Yeah, they killed a lot of people out there in their street. Oh, somebody already looted it. Of course, they already looted it. Okay, let's see. It's still pretty choppy though. Like times you still getting still only getting a couple frames per second on this.